Layla. Today I will be discussing geometry in nature and describing a developed activity that's appropriate to implement in an environment based around 4-year-olds in a small group setting. So what is geometry? It is all about measurement and spatial thinking. It involves mathematical concepts including size, shape, position, direction, and movements in the world around us. Reference Cross and Woods and Schweigengruber, 2009. My studies of literature have led me to believe that geometry is described as the way children first develop their understanding of space. Firstly acknowledging a smaller scale perspective and then extending to a much larger, including the transformation and composition. Reference Cross and Woods and Schweigengruber. The materials necessary for the activity include images of the children's yard outside, variations of cutouts of shapes in different sizes and colours, a compass or a printed out one, a developed map by yourself, a variation of different rulers, and a mirror divider. The activity links to the Early Years Learning Framework 2014, page 35, as it states children are confident and involved learners. This is evident, for example, when children make predictions and generalizations about their daily activities, aspects of the natural world and environments using patterns they generate or identify, and communicate these using mathematical language and symbols. Showing a demonstration of a map and introducing the activity by providing them with their very own cutout compass, along with a discussion on direction. Then implement the use of the compass by encouraging the children to practice navigating around the room and objects. This will assist them to develop spatial awareness. So what is the activity? It is all about introducing mathematical concepts in a fun way through the creation of their very own map. Using images from the outdoor area, but instead of using the images to construct and develop the map, the activity provides the variations of shapes in different colours, heights and lengths, as the children can use comparison and look at the similarities of everyday surroundings in a mathematical way. Reference Dime Dam, 2013. Throughout the experience using the teaching method scaffolding, the educator can use interactions, long answer questions, and provide the appropriate resources necessary. Reference Simon, 1995. The educator can include their ideas while extending the children's thinking at the same time. For example, asking questions like, the cubby house would be a great ending point for your map. What colour and size shape do you think would best represent that? Maybe you might need to use 2 shapes. By setting out the table in an inviting and creative way with variations of blocks, different sizes and colours, and a mirror divider for the children to explore the reflection and direction of shapes holding up their map, along with providing the cutouts of shapes and arrows. The arrows will assist the children to manipulate the arrows or draw them onto their map and locate the direction that their map will be going in. So what's next? Once the children have finished their map, encourage them to implement them by assisting them to develop skills including spatial awareness, direction, trial and error, and look at the similarities and shapes of nature, offering an opening to discussion on direction through the use of the compasses, and put the comparison of shapes in the real world in a realistic perspective as you explore the outdoor area. Furthering this activity into a primary school setting by encouraging the children to conduct their map by measuring the distance of the outdoor area using a ruler to measure accurately, along with getting them to draw their own shapes or the symmetric halves of ones that are already developed. Reference Pound and Lee, 2011. By providing a flexible activity allows all learning styles and levels to be met. For example, Ben may feel more confident drawing the shapes opposed to Luke, who prefers to angle and maneuver already cut out shapes and adjust them using his cognitive thinking. Overall, this activity can be extended in many ways, like the inclusion of a story, like going on a bear hunt, will assist children to think descriptively about locations on their map and use their imagination. This activity is a great way to include children's thought process into concepts included in geometry in a fun and exciting way that engages one-on-one and group interactions, assisting children to develop acquired skills. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my activity relating to geometry in a 4-year-old kindergarten setting.